Kyle Gilberts. Welcome to my Facebook Live call. And I agree, network marketing doesn't work and I'll explain that. And for those of you that do not know me, I've been involved in network marketing for 40 years. Yes. If you have to work, there's no place like home. I started in this business totally broke, sold a junk truck to get started. That was 28 years ago, and put $200 in my business. Yep, the last 28 years I've been full-time in network marketing. Love it. So I'm going to acknowledge some great people joining us. John Johnson in Baltimore, good to see you. Johnny on the spot again. Romel in the Philippines. You can say where you're from if you'd like to. Let's see, Rocio in California, good to see you. Who else is joining us? Markian, nice to see you. Good to see you. How are you doing, man? Hey, Debbie in Indiana. Good, how you doing? Gary in Manila. How are things going in Manila? Gary, is it lightening up there yet? Odette, is the president of your country opening it up more yet? I hope so. Carlos, good to see you. I'm doing this from my gym. Micah, good to see you, son. I was bench pressing tonight, Micah. Bench pressing. Tomorrow. You know, it's not like it was when I was 35. What can I say? But I stay with it. That's the thing. Let's see. Oh, Gary just said a typhoon just left Manila today. Well, I hope it didn't do any damage. A little rain wouldn't help, wouldn't hurt Manila, that's for sure. Eve, nice to see you, Eve. Well, that's good, Debbie, that you're staying busy. Awesome. Yeah. Especially with so many people working from home, if you're busy, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And it's just gorgeous. I love this fall season. The mountains are just getting so colorful right now. Just incredible how beautiful it all is. Mary in Colorado, good to see you. Eden, how are you? Yeah, you caught me in the act. Look at you. Nice to see you. Annyeonghaseyo, Miss Lee in South Korea. Good to see you. Always nice to see you. I hope Korea is looking beautiful this time of year like it is here. It usually is. They have a beautiful fall season like we do. So here's the thing. Interesting title subject, okay? I agree, network marketing doesn't work. If you know, matter of fact, you know, I'll agree with all the critics that most people that join a network marketing company don't make money. Wow. They're all celebrating. He agrees. See, I told you. But here's why. Because most people that join a network marketing company join it to use the product. They don't join it thinking that they're going to make money in the business. That's the reason why. So later on, sometimes they change their mind. They like the product and they say, wow, this would be a good product. You can make money with it. And then they decide to engage with the business. Some do. Some do. But most join just to use the product. And but let's talk about some other reasons that I'll agree. Network marketing doesn't work if, let's say, if somebody is asking you to pay their way in. I'm going to tell you, if they don't have skin in the game, they're not going to do it. Don't do that. It amazes me. I've been guilty of it in my lifetime, believe me. You know, I'm a sucker for, poor souls, But hey, I had to sell a junk truck to come up with money to get started, right? There's always a way if you want it bad enough. And that's the thing, you take that away, you take the bad enough. That was the very thing that they needed to make it work. And when we pay their way in, they don't have it. When you come in this business, come in with the attitude that you just committed to $2 million for a franchise. And then you got to make it work. You got to have the $2 million I'm committed attitude. Again, if you pay somebody's way in, you've removed any possibility for them to push themselves. The other thing is we enable them to think that we're going to do it for them. Heck, we're going to pay their way in. Why don't we just build it too? Why stop? Right? I'm serious. It's just like, just the other day, I saw a beautiful piece of rental property, vacation rental property anyway, on the same mountain I live. The house is $1,100,000. And I mean, it just went on the market Saturday. And we're talking about a beautiful piece of property, 4,600 square foot home, glass everywhere, fronts the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Oh my gosh, is it beautiful. Anyway, so I noticed it went on the market today, and then I reached out to a few realtors. Most realtors are lazy. They didn't get back with me. One is not, a nice young girl. She met with me Monday morning. She said, this house will be sold by tomorrow. I mean, there's people already, put offers in and they didn't even look at it. They just looked at the pictures, they didn't go look at the property. She said, 6 more are coming today. And I said, okay, I don't have a fear of loss here. Here's my offer. And in other words, I'll pay them what they're asking. Then she calls me back yesterday. They took your offer. Now, what I got to do now is turn that property into something that's going to make money. You see, that is something I've got to commit to, because I just put my name on the hawk for over $1 million, right? I'm not nervous about it at all. But I'm just saying that because I know me, I know what I'm going to do. And I know how to, treat people, make them feel good, even when it comes to rental properties. I know how to roll out the red carpet, and they leave 5-star reviews. I got a property, they do that all the time, 5-star reviews. And that's a thing that, this is off the subject, but I'll mention it now. This is something I'm a big believer in, and that's this. Remember this. In network marketing, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. I know people that make over $2 million a year, and they're broke. And they're in, they're in debt, and their house is not paid for, their cars are not paid for. I know people like that. You're saying, how's that possible? They do it all the time. How many people win a lottery and then just shortly after they're broke again? After they won millions of dollars, how is that possible? To give it all to their broke friends, right? They don't manage it well. So one thing about your network marketing business, it's a great cash machine if you use it right. It'll produce a lot of cash. And what's great about that is it's residual. Then what do you want to do with it? Put it that is residual. It doesn't require a lot of your time. It doesn't require employees. In other words, it's the very thing that we say people ought to attract to our business for those very reasons, because traditional business has so many of the downsides, the risks and the costs and the employees and so many things. But when you take your network marketing earnings and you invest it into passive residual income, now you have double residual income. So does that make sense? So that's the thing. But going back to this about not paying, I agree, network marketing doesn't work if we're going to pay their way in. Don't pay their way in, because you take away the initiative. You take away, I got to do this attitude. You take it, you remove it, because there's no risk. There's nothing. I mean, and when we think about it, it doesn't cost that much to join a company. We're talking about maybe $200, right? That's, again, all the more reason you got to come in with a $200 million attitude. Here's another thing. I agree, network marketing doesn't work if you're going to pay people to do it. If you're going to pay people to do it, you'd say, well, who does that? Oh, they do it all the time. And there's network marketing companies that when they try to entice a leader, they'll, offer money, or leaders in that company will offer money. I remember one time I went to Bangkok, Thailand. Company was opening a beautiful office there in the mall. And so I was staying across the street, beautiful hotel there. And anyway, so a lot of people are coming in, lots of people. And I noticed one guy, he's in a suit and tie and all that. I don't know whose team he's with. But the next day at the hotel when I'm having breakfast, he comes and up to me and says, "Can I sit down with you?" I said, "Sure." He sat down and he wrote on a note, he said, "I will give you 100 leaders." He pushes it toward me. And I look at the note and I look at him and I said, "Thank you." And he pulls it back and he writes, "You will give me $10,000. And he pushes it back toward me. And I said, "No. You really think that I believe that you got a huge amount of people just waiting for you to tell them where to go? They have no idea where to go. They have no idea what to do. But they're going to do anything you tell them to do. Follow you into a company." No, I said, "No. Here's what you do. You sign up in the company, bring your people, you're going to make $10,000 every month." He left. He wasn't interested. Again, network marketing doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. But I've seen people do it all the time. And, I'm serious. I remember one time, and I'm not going to say who, but a lady, a leader out of India reached out to a woman and said, "Hey, man, I'm big time. I'm showtime. I'm the ultimate when it comes to network marketing." And he was a top pin in Amway once. And anyway, so he says, I like your company. I like the product. I'm interested. However, I'm going to need some funds to run. We have to do meetings. We have to set up some offices. So, and long story short, and then he flies over. She flew him over. And in the conference room, he's just showing his PowerPoint presentation, his plan. It's got a very interesting plan. Sounds good. Sounds wonderful. But the bottom line at the end of it, I didn't know this, and I was there because she asked me to fly in. But she was going to go out to dinner with him, her and her husband. And so I said, "Okay, I can do something," because she said, "We need to be alone with him tonight." I said, "Totally cool. I'll go find something to do." And anyway, long story short, he asked for upfront $50,000 with, $250,000 total support money to do what he's going to do and all the things he promised. Bottom line is, she gave him the first 50 and he did nothing. He did nothing. She lost that money. It happens a lot, actually. Deals. So I'm telling you, network marketing doesn't work if you do those kind of deals. Don't do it. Network marketing doesn't work if, this almost sounds like a Jeff Foxworthy. You might be a redneck if, anyway, network marketing doesn't work if you don't have a commitment. Again, you have to have a commitment when you come in. I'm talking, this is not for the people who join companies and just buy products, okay? This message is for those, that small percentage of people who actually join for the purpose of making money, okay? You have to have a commitment. That means it can't be someday. Your schedule can't be a someday schedule or a one-day schedule. One day I'm going to get to it one day. I'm going to get to it. No. You have to be very intentional and prioritize it. You have to decide what your working hours are going to be. I talked about that the other night on Monday night. I talked about if you're frustrated, you need to decide what hours you're going to dedicate to your work, what hours you're going to dedicate to other things that are also important to you. But commitment's everything. I mean, it's like, it reminds me of Cortez when he left Spain. When was that? 15 something? I forget the year. Anyway. And he went to New Mexico to conquer the Aztec Empire with 300 men. We're talking about an empire made up of millions and millions of people, and nobody's ever conquered the Aztec Empire. And as he unloads the ships and all the men are on the shore, about sunset, they all look out into the ocean in horror as his ships are going up in flames. As the sun is going down, the ships are going up in flames. And he told his 300 men, if we're going back in their ships. We either conquer or we die. That's commitment. And he conquered the Aztec Empire with 300 men. True story. Google it, read it for yourself. I'm saying, but there's a lot to say about that in network marketing. Why is it? Some people are just so freaking determined, and they do it. A guy like me. That's right. That's right. I wanted it bad. Very bad. So the thing about it is, and again, you don't have to have all the skills either, or all the experience. But you have to have the want to. Or as they say in the South, you gotta wanna. You gotta wanna. If you're gonna be successful, you gotta wanna. I agree. Network marketing doesn't work if you don't dedicate a work ethic. So again, there's commitment and there's a work ethic. You know, when I came in this business, keep in mind, my background was cleaning. My background, I'd walk into a Kmart, strip a 100,000 square foot floor with a crew of people. I'm going to tell you, that's a lot of work. You hustle from the time you get in until you get out in the morning, which is usually about a 10-hour hustle. That was the kind of stuff I did. It wasn't glorious. There was nothing glorious about floor cleaning. When I came into this full time, guess what? I came in with the same work ethic. I said, well, I worked hard in that business. I'm going to work hard in this business. That's why business owners are great. And business owners are what you should target right now in your business, because we see so much shakeup. I mean, so much shakeup. You know, businesses that may never come back. People that had and made a lot of money that are not because of the way things are going. So, reach out to people that you know are business owners. I was a business owner once, and I came in with the same work ethic. I agree network marketing doesn't work if you're not a disciplined leader. You have to be a disciplined leader, a very disciplined leader. So that means that you're going to have to schedule yourself. You're going to have to also know who to work with, who not to work with, who to spend time with, who not to spend time with. I understand in the beginning, we'll take whoever comes, whoever shows up, right? That's what we'll do. Because we got to work with whatever we got. Well, that might be true in the beginning. But as time goes along, you have to get selective with your time, where you're going to spend your time. And then, I can remember before I went overseas, I thought, wow, the team I've got is not the team that's going to get me to where I want to be. Because they're not producing. So I found other leaders that would produce. So that's the thing, but you gotta know when to move on. Because a lot of times people are just trying to coach people into this. Again, levels of desire, right? We talked about it in the past, the 80-15-5, right? So the thing about it is that you can't create desire. You can't create it. They either have it or they don't. And their circumstances may change and they might have it later. But at the moment, when you need to get your business rocking, if they're not committed, if they don't have that desire, preaching to them is not going to change it. It's not going to change a thing. You're going to have to go on and find a whole new team. And that's okay. As long as you know what you got. And you have to know what you got. You can't live in fantasy land. I told myself that all the time. You got to know what you got, man. Because you can't be dreaming. So, and then I agree, network marketing doesn't work if a person who joins wants something for nothing. Yeah, I'll sign up. I'll put my name in the hat. I've told many people over the years, no, don't sign up. It's not for you. What? It's not for you. I can tell. You're just going to waste your money. You're not coming in with a commitment. You're wanting something for nothing. It's not a lottery. It's a business. It means you have to go out and work. The word work is in network marketing. So I agree, network marketing doesn't work if you're going to be that way. So don't sign up. Don't come in. Or go join somebody else's team. I don't want this on my conscience. So anyway, those are my thoughts from the gym. I hope all of you guys are doing great out there in whatever you're doing. A lot is going on. A lot is going on in the United States. If you're in the United States, of course, it's an election thing going on. Crazy stuff going on out there. Just plug into the things that make you happy. And again, scout out business owners. There's going to be a lot of economic shakeup, and without getting political here, when you listen to some of these politicians, if they do what they talk about doing, they'll pretty much cook the economy. There will be a lot of businesses struggling. I mean, just in trouble. So, that being the case, in a crisis, there's still opportunity for you. And keep in mind, that even in hard times, even with some real idiots running our country here in the United States, network marketing did very well. I mean, I can think back at the time when Jimmy Carter was president. It was so depressing, so freaking depressing. And that was my first introduction to network marketing 40 years ago. And but I mean, the economy was in the toilet, totally in the toilet. And but network marketing, Herbalife was flying. There were many that were flying. It was really, the company I was in was doing good, getting started. So the thing about it is, just understand there's opportunity for you, but you got to look for it. So everyone have a good night. I'm so happy you joined me, and I'll put out some value tomorrow. Take care.